Welcome back to Shakedown Collectibles, and I am so excited. It is release day for Destined Rivals. I don't know about you, but Destined Rivals is something I was very excited about, even more than Journey Together, and I can't believe I actually got some packs, and not just one Elite Trainer box, but also a Pokemon Elite Trainer box on day of release. So I will be opening the regular Elite Trainer box. I'll be talking about the differences between the Pokemon Center and the original regular Elite Trainer box, and I will also be opening a 3-pack of Destined Rivals. So excited to be actually able to open this up and take a little closer look at all of the products that I have right now. But before I do that, I want to talk a little bit about the history of Destined Rivals, going back to the original Team Rocket set. So Destined Rivals is one of the most talked about expansions in the Scarlet and Violet era, and for good reason. It marks the long-awaited return of Team Rocket to the Pokemon trading card game. Originally introduced back in the year 2000 with classic Team Rocket set, this villainous faction brought a darker, edgier style to the card game, introducing very iconic dark Pokemon and unforgettable artwork that captured the imagination of an entire generation of collectors. Now, more than 20 years later, Destined Rivals revives that energy with a modern twist. This set focuses on classic rivalries throughout Pokemon history, such as hero versus villain, Pokemon versus Pokemon, and trainer versus Team Rocket. From some of the previews and some of the cards you see here, we're seeing dramatic full art cards of Team Rocket operatives like Giovanni, paired with shadowy versions of Pokemon like Mewtwo, all drawing in high contrast, Noir-inspired styles that harken back to the original era. Collectors are especially excited because the set doesn't play on nostalgia, it celebrates it. The art direction is bold, cinematic, and full of nods to the early 2000s days, while still offering modern holo treatments, illustration rares, and gameplay relevant cards for today's competitive stage. Unlike some of the more recent sets that hinge on one or two chase cards, Destined Rivals is being praised for a deep bench of collectible hits, villainous full arts, rival trainer pairs, and powerful themed matchups. It's a set that appeals both to collectors who grew up on Rocket packs in their binders and new fans experiencing the legendary faction for the first time. So excited that we can open these up and see what we get. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about the difference between a Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box and a regular release Elite Trainer box. Obviously, right off the bat, the Pokemon Center one has Red, Mewtwo, and all the figures that you see on the front are larger. Also, on the regular release, you can see it has what almost looks like carbon fiber, has these little dots in a line, making for two really striking Elite Trainer boxes. Honestly, some of my favorite of Scarlet and Violet so far. They look really good. I really like the red and the black contrast. Paired next to each other, they look the same on the sides. They look the same on the back. The only big difference that you'll find in the inside is the fact that the promo card, of course, will be stamped. You won't have that on the regular box, but everything in the inside is the exact same. Up on top, you have that same style where the Pokemon Center one has the red and the regular release has that black design on the front. But overall, two really nice looking Elite Trainer boxes. Pokemon Center one is not getting open. That one's going in my sealed collection, but I will be opening up the regular Elite Trainer box and, of course, the pack of 3 Destined Rivals that you can see right here. So let's go ahead and get started with opening up some cards. And this right here, I don't know about you, but every time a new release happens, I always see the chase cards that people pick out and the exciting cards that come out. And I always have that expectation that as soon as I get my hands on some packs, I'm going to be opening up those packs and those cards will be in there. And most of the time that never happens, but I'm always excited for the journey and trying to see if I pull those exciting cards. So let's take a closer look what's in these 3 packs. Of course, there's a code card. Feel free to take that. You have your promo card, a nice little promo card right here. But of course, as usual, the real star of any opening is the packs of Pokemon, and I really love these designs of these packs. They look very nostalgic, they look very old. I really enjoy how these look, a lot more than Journey Together, and I really like Journey Together. I'm one of those people that still really like Journey Together, even though some collectors are kind of pushing it off. But let's go ahead and open up our first pack, and I always talk about the history of the first Pokemon pulled, and so we will be doing that, and our first Pokemon is Purloin, which is a dark type Pokemon introduced in Generation 5, and it's based on a mischievous cat with a sly grin and a love for trickery. It walks on two legs but drops down to all four when battling, and it shows its playful yet cunning nature. It uses its charm and cleverness to distract and deceive, often stealing small items from people and Pokemon. First pack of Destined Rivals down. Let's go ahead and open up our second pack and see if we get anything exciting. Thank you so much for watching. Recently hit 100 subscribers, so appreciate those who are supporting the channel. Very small, but still growing. And our next Pokemon is Mudbray, which is a ground type Pokemon introduced in Generation 7, and it's modeled after a hardworking, mud-loving donkey. It gains its strength by playing and rolling in the dirt, and has incredible stamina for its size. In the Pokemon world, it was once used as a reliable pack animal, and that is my first ever hit from Destined Rivals. Really pretty card here. Actually, haven't seen this one, so very excited to have that. Excited to put it in my collection, but already a hit. Starting off good so far, and this is even before the Elite Trainer box. So excited to see how the rest of these packs finish up. So let's go ahead and pull away our energy. Our next Pokemon is Drowsy, which is a psychic type Pokemon introduced in Generation 1, and it's based on animals from Japanese folklore, which is said to eat dreams. Drowsy can put opponents to sleep and feed on their dreams, and it's even rumored to get sick from consuming bad dreams, and uses his hypnotic powers to lull prey into slumber. That is this 3-pack down. Overall, I think I did pretty good. Excited that I was able to get a nice little hit from my collection right off the bat, but very excited. Going to go over those values when I open up the rest of the packs in this Elite Trainer box. So let's go ahead and get this thing open, talk about and show you what's inside, and go from there. Obviously, I'm not going to be opening up the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box, at least not right now. If I have a hard time finding it, I may open it up later, but I'm going to show you what's inside here. So going ahead and opening up the regular Elite Trainer box, again, it's just such a nice design. One of my favorite things to do whenever I open up an Elite Trainer box is I try to stay spoil free for some of the cards. It's kind of hard to online, so that way the first time that I can really see what kind of cards I can find are from the player's guide. You're going to find this in every Elite Trainer box, and it shows you, of course, how to play the game. But for me, what I always love doing is just flipping through the cards and seeing which ones I really want for my collection. And there are some really cool cards that I have not seen online yet. Some of them I have, like the Psyduck one right there, but there's some really nice looking cards that you can find in here, and also has some of my favorite Pokemon that I haven't been able to pull from some of the more recent sets, such as this one right here. So very excited to see, you know, that expectation of being able to find all kind of really great cards is always there whenever you open up a new product. Not sure the pull rates yet of Destined Rivals, but we'll see live right here together on what we have. So obviously you're going to have the little sleeves, nice little sleeves. I don't usually use these. You have your energies. I definitely do not use the energies. I do use these. One, you have your promo card, which is a nice little promo card, but I always use my dividers. Those are real helpful. And then of course you have your dice and your coins. I do not use these, but really nice to have it in the same colorway. But the real star of the show are the packs of Destined Rivals that you get. And again, the artwork on these are so nostalgic, very cool. I really love how they're looking, but I'm gonna really love it more if they contain some really cool cards. So let's go ahead and start opening up some cards. Our first pack of cards from our Elite Trainer box. Let's see who the Pokemon is. Let me know in the comments if you've had any luck with getting any kind of Destined Rival cards from any of your local stores or card shops. Our first Pokemon for the Elite Trainer box is Torchic, which is a fire-type Pokemon introduced in Generation 3, and it's one of the starter Pokemon from the Hoenn region. This little chick stores a flame inside its body, which it can shoot from its beak. It's known for its loyalty and follows its trainer around with unshakable affection. And like this little guy here, but didn't get anything too crazy from our first pack. Let's go ahead and open up our second pack. Sometimes I've had some really good luck with my third pack, so we'll see that in a second, but hopefully I get something good with this one right here. Our first Pokemon is Primate, which is a pure fighting type Pokemon, introduced of course in Generation 1. It evolves at level 28. It's infamous for its uncontrollable rage. Once it gets angry, it won't stop chasing the source of its frustration, no matter how far it runs. With its wild temperament and its fast punches, it's a fierce fighter, and I love this card. I love this card. That is actually my favorite Pokemon. Hope to pull some more, but love that card. And if I don't pull anything else, that's definitely going to be my favorite from this Elite Trainer box. Let's go ahead and open up our third pack. Like I mentioned earlier, usually I've had a lot of luck with Elite Trainer boxes on my third pack. Our next Pokemon is Mischief, which is a dark type Pokemon introduced in Generation 9, and it's inspired by a scruffy, mischievous puppy. While it may look like a troublemaker, it's actually very loyal and protective to those who trust. It stores energy in its jowls and releases it when battling or playing rough. So nothing too crazy in our third pack. Let's go ahead and open up our fourth pack. There's some really cool cards looking back through that player's guide that I hope to find in here. Obviously the Psyduck is a really cool one, like I showed off earlier. Really like Psyduck, one of my favorite Pokemons as well. Next is Gabite, which is a dual dragon ground type Pokemon introduced in Generation 4, and it evolves at level 24. It's known as the Cave Pokemon. It hoards gems in its lair and can move at incredible speeds despite its bulkier frame. Its sharp claws and shark-like appearance reflect its predatory instincts. So we have now 4 packs down. We're almost halfway. Let's go ahead and open up our 5th pack. Hopefully I pull something really cool in here. Let me know. Okay, our next Pokemon, I've already talked about Drowsy. Next is Cyndaquil, which is a fire type Pokemon introduced in Generation 2, and it's the fire type starter in the Johto region. Its fame ignites when it's startled or angry, and it curls up into a ball to protect itself. It's shy by nature but becomes brave when it bonds with a trainer. And that is a nice little hit on there. Excited to see if I get anything else. Let's go ahead and open up our next pack. Feel free to take that code card. Like I said, I never use them. Let's put our energy on top. Let's pull it away. And next is Beazle, which is a water type Pokemon introduced in Generation 4, and it's known for its yellow flotation sac around its neck that acts like a life vest. It uses the sac to stay balanced and glide across the water's surface. It's a sleek, fast, and loves to race along rivers and streams. Funny that I pulled that one, considering what my last card was. Let's go ahead and move on to our next pack. We have 3 packs left, and I'm really hoping to get even more pulls from here, but I really haven't had a lot of success with Elite Trainer boxes. Make sure you like my watch my other videos. Next is Raticate, which is a normal type Pokemon introduced in Generation 1. It evolves at level 20. It has massive front teeth that never stop growing, which it uses to gnaw through nearly everything, including concrete and steel. It has aggressive nature and a high speed metabolism, which makes it relentless in battle. 2 more packs. Let's see what we got in here. Gonna go ahead and try to open these. All these packs have opened kind of strange for me, but okay, next we put our energy on top, and our first Pokemon is Electabuzz, which is an electric type Pokemon introduced in Generation 1. It evolves starting in Generation 2, and it absorbs electricity from flower plants and storms, often causing outages when it gets too hungry. Its body crackles with static electricity, and it glows faintly in the dark. So that is a cool card. Down to our final pack. Let's hope for some final pack, last pack magic, and hopefully I pull something crazy from here. Take that code card. Let's put our energy on top. And our next Pokemon is, I've already talked about him, Quilava, which is a fire-type Pokemon introduced in Generation 2. It evolves at level 14. Its sleek body allows for it to move quickly and control the flames on its back with great precision. When threatened, it flares up dramatically to intimidate opponents. So didn't get anything too crazy to finish off this Elite Trainer box, but overall, pretty happy with what I got. Let's do breakdown. So let's go ahead and talk about everything that we have here. We'll go one by one and talk about the values of each packs, starting off, of course, with the three first packs. This pack had a total value of this, that pack right up there, that pack's up here. Our first Elite Trainer pack's there, second one down there, our third pack's right there, our fourth pack up there, fifth pack over here, sixth pack up there, seventh pack over there, our eighth pack over here, and our ninth pack right in the middle. And then we also have our promo card, which the value is that. So for everything all together, I paid a total of this. That's the value, and that is what's left over. So can I say that Destined Rivals is worth it? Right now, I think so. Yeah, it is a very exciting expansion that just released. I got some really cool cards. This is our first hit. Its total value was right there. Our next one, which is my favorite that I've pulled from my first Elite Trainer box, is our total value is right there. Our next one is this little guy right here. Its total value is right there. And this one's total value, you can see right there. So got some really cool cards in here, very exciting with everything that I've found. And of course we have our promo card, which its value can be found up top. So overall, I think Destined Rivals is worth it, at least at this point. It's still very early on for Destined Rivals release, so values are going to drop drastically. If you're looking for a specific card, do not buy it yet. Wait a few weeks and then buy whatever card you're looking for if you want to do it that way. And then also do not buy any resale right now, because it's going to continue to restock and people are going to be charging a massive premium just for the excitement and the fear of missing out. So I think it's worth it, but just do not buy yet. Make sure you wait a few weeks if you can't pick it up at retail. That is my favorite card. You may have a new favorite card, because if you like, comment, and subscribe, I will be giving this away. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for your support, and until next time, thank you for watching.